Welcome to the 2022 UIPM Laser Run World Championships. 3 days of action here in Lisbon, starting with the women's individual finals. We then move on to the men's individual finals before concluding with the mixed relay. Well, it's a busy day of action here on day one. There you can see the schedule on your screens. 4 semi-finals, moving on to the finals. We then have a series of finals, Master 50s, right through to the under 17s, and that concluding the action here on day one at the 2022 UIPM Laser Run World Championships. Well, we begin the action with the women's under 9 category, and there you can see the start list on your screen. Athletes from around the world competing. This is our youngest category, the under 9s going right through to the Masters 60 plus. And the athletes on the start finish line, and away we go. It's a flat out sprint to that first corner, and there you can see the athletes off to a good start. Just keeping an eye then on these first shoots. This category, it is 2 times 300 meters, and you can see Hussein from Egypt arriving at the shooting range. Some quick shooting here from the young Egyptian, although Mohammed is starting to catch it. This could be a really interesting final lap. But Hussein coming around the outside now. It's a straight sprint to the finish line. It's really close between these two, heading to the last final corners. But it is Hussein from Egypt who has captured the lead and will now head to the start-finish straight. She will be the world champion for Egypt. Hussein has done it in style. Raises her hands up high and crosses the finish line to capture the World Championship title. Great result for the young Egyptian. Well, Aliyah, many congratulations. You've done it. You won. How exciting was that race?
It was so good.
You had a good battle with your teammate as well. Does that make it even more satisfying for you?
Yeah.
And do you have your mum and your dad and your coaches here with you?
Yeah.
And how does it feel to be the world champion? Pretty amazing, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Well, everybody's very proud of you. You did a fantastic job, and congratulations. You are the world champion. Well done.
Thank you.
Good job. So Aliyah Hussein has done it. Silver goes to Maria Serrano from Portugal. Jona from Hungary completes the top 3. Moving on now to the women's under 19 final. Athletes from Egypt, Portugal, Great Britain, Greece and Italy on the first page of your start list. And we've got athletes from Poland, a few from Portugal, South Africa, Spain, Ukraine and France making up the next group of athletes. And here we go, underway then. As again you see the athletes shooting round that first corner. It's all about a jockey for position as they make their way towards the first laser shoot. But of course, this being under 19s category, they go straight past. And you can see the athlete from Great Britain off to a pretty solid start. And this effectively known as the formation lap. So no shooting on this first round of running. Kirsty Mayer of Great Britain, though, has made a pretty good start to this race, has to be said. The third shooting routine now. All eyes on Mayer. She makes the first, misses the second. Making her way through this nicely then. It's now 4 out of the 5. And she is pretty much away, and looks, Mayer, now to be on track for a World Championship title, although she's really being caught here in the final stages of the race. I'm not sure if she's even aware how close the athlete in second place is to her. It's a flat sprint to the finish line. Has Mayer got enough to make it over the line? She does just. Wow, that really caught the young Brit out there, really close, right on the finish line. Santos just 0.0.4. Well, Kirsty, congratulations. 0.0.4 of a second. Did you realise how close that gap was?
No idea at all. I could feel her breathing on me, but I didn't realise she was that close.
I mean, you were leading reasonably comfortably heading into that final lap. Then obviously the Portuguese athlete seemed to find an extra turn of pace. You seemed pretty sort of calm and collected coming over the line, but I think in the end quite dramatic.
Yeah, definitely. I felt so sick running that last thing. I think the heat really got to me. And honestly, if it was any longer, I'd think the Portuguese might have got me.
So Maya delighted with victory. Santos coming so close. And Daniel Hubert from South Africa completing the podium for the top three in the under-19s final. So coverage now moves on to the women's seniors, and you can see athletes from Portugal, Czech Republic, Austria, Greece, Monaco amongst some of them, Portugal, big contingent here in the women's seniors final. Victoria Ojarzbog from Poland, solid athlete, looking to take the World Championship title here in the women's seniors. Spain and France represented there in that final page. It's the women's seniors final coming up next. And here we go, the athletes underway then. Quite a broad field this, and it's a slightly slower start. It is 4 laps of the 600-metre course, and again running straight past the laser shooting range on the first lap. It's a jockey for position once again on this opening lap. Peeling right around the corner then. And the action will soon turn to the shooting range, and that is really where these finals are won and lost. So it's pretty even, as nobody wants to push too hard on this opening lap. Laser on very much about conserving energy, especially in these longer races like in the seniors, where it is 4 laps of the 600 metres for shooting, 1 lap, which is just the formation lap. Okay, we've had 1 shoot, and you can see Czech Republic in first place, but Penelope Nika has edged out to lead now and approaches the shooting range, knowing that this could be vital. Penelope Nika just keeping her cool here. It's 4 out of the 5. Just making sure she closes it out now. And Penelope Nika has done it in style for Greece. She is the world champion. Solid shooting from the Greek. Czech Republic coming home in second place, with Poland in third. Congratulations, you are the world champion, and in doing so, making your country very, very proud. Talk to us about the race.
Yeah, thank you very much, first of all. It was an amazing experience. The route is great. The view is also really great. I was feeling good. The shooting was average, but I made it, so I'm really proud of myself.
That's often the key to success in laser run, is shooting consistently. 15-second shoots roughly there or thereabouts. I mean, you must be pretty happy with the consistency of your race.
Yeah, I was expecting a little bit faster, but it was the last competition of the year, so I'm feeling really good right now. Like, really happy about it.
So Penelope Nika, understandably delighted to be crowned world champion here in Lisbon. So coverage now moves on to the men's individuals final. And you can see there the list of the scheduled semi-finals first, before moving on to the under-9s, Master 70 plus, Master 60 plus finals. And then another group of semi-finals. A busy day this, day 2 here in Lisbon. Under-19s final is the start of a long run of finals to conclude the men's individual day. Juniors, under-11s, under-13s, under-15s, Master 50 plus, Master 40 plus, and so on. So pretty windy conditions actually here in day 2 as we move straight on to coverage of the men's juniors final. This, the 19th race of the day here in Lisbon. 15 athletes taking part in the men's juniors final. And there you can see spread out across the start line, and off we go. And running to that first corner in first place is Pereira from Portugal. Again, it's straight past the shooting range on this first lap. Pereira holds the lead ahead of his teammate Taliego. Again, it's that jockey for position on the first lap without putting in too much effort. Taliego, though, from Portugal, is going well here in front of his home crowd. You can see the support behind him. And Taliego has forged out a decent lead there. Cade Duval from South Africa in the mix there. But we join the action on the final shooting routine. And the Portuguese is away. It's now a straight sprint to the finish line. And many congratulations to Duarte Taliego from Portugal. He's done it, and you can see just how much that means to him in front of his home crowd. He is crowned the laser run world champion. In second place is Jevon Saper from... You are the world champion. Talk to us about the race.
Thank you very much, first of all. It was a good race. Pretty interesting, the course, basically a more straight line, but it was good, I think. I tried as much as possible to just push some speed on the race and still recovering to get a great shot. I think it was a good race overall. The other competitors were very good as well. I think it was really good overall.
So Duarte Taliego tops the podium in front of his home crowd here in Lisbon. As the action now moves on to the men's under-15 final. A busy final, this 24 athletes from around the world lining up then to try to compete for that World Championships title. You can see there are a lot of South African athletes taking part in this final, amongst Portuguese, Australian, Guatemalans, French athletes, British athletes and German athletes, as well as Egyptians taking part in this final. And off we go then, underway in the laser run boys under 15 category. Looks like a pretty solid start there from Brink Dragan. And off to the shooting range. It's manic, chaotic on this first shooting routine, but very useful to get off to a good start here. Lucas Robinet from France has a really good start, but Ali Abdul Fatou from Egypt is looking pretty good here. I've had a couple of shooting routines. You can see the crowd making themselves known, but it will be the Egyptian who takes glory here in Lisbon. He is the world champion, Ali Abdul Fatou. You can see just how much it means to him as he collapses to the ground. He takes gold. But you've done it, my friend. You are the world champion. Sum up how you're feeling.
Feeling excited, great, fantastic. I just want to thank my mom, the best supporter, from 6 a.m. until 12 p.m. Yeah, she's working day and night and everything. I wanted to thank my coaches. They didn't come out, unfortunately, but I know, but they said that I would do it on my own, and I actually did that. And I would like to support every teammate that was with me, supporting me, doing their best, pushing me forward. And yeah, it feels so amazing. I don't think that I won myself. I won Egypt. Egypt won, not me. It's Egypt that won. Yeah, very fantastic.
So special moment for the Egyptian in front of the Lisbon crowd here, and you can see just how much it meant, not only to him, but to be representing Egypt. Great to see. Right, we move on to the men's seniors final, another busy final. 24 athletes competing from once again around the world: France, Lithuania, Poland, Portugal, Germany, Monaco, amongst some of the nations represented in this wide field of athletes. And off we go. Again, it's this frantic start as they all bottleneck towards that first corner. No one wants to be behind as the race begins. It's obviously straight past the shooting range. One of the athletes forgetting that he has to miss the shooting range for that first lap, so we rejoin the action here on the second shoot. And Lucas Kutkowski from Poland pentathlete competing here at the Laser Run World Championships has forged out to lead, and in doing so could become a world champion here in Lisbon. Following closely behind is Titus Baronas from Lithuania. But Gudkowski controlling that pace, controlling that gap, and making his way to the finish line. He's got time to celebrate. Fists raised high. And Lukas Gudkowski has done it. He crosses the line as world champion here in Lisbon in the men's seniors final. Lukas, congratulations, my friend. You are a world champion. Made to work hard at the end there, especially with that final laser shoot. Wasn't as fast as the previous ones, but you held your nerve and you've done it. You're the champion.
Yeah, that's true. Last shooting was really hard for mental, I think, because not physically. Puronas from Lithuania, we have 4 green lights. I have made, I don't know, 3 or 4 mistakes. He also, but I ran for the last 600 meters as a first one and get this gold medal. Yeah, so I'm very happy with that.
So great stuff for Lukas Gudkowski from Poland. Clearly delighted to win gold here at the Laser Run World Championships. A notable modern pentathlete, having competed at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, but doing well here at the Laser Run World Championships. So time now to move on to the mixed relay. This is where athletes combine between the male and females. And you can see it's a succession of finals here, starting with the under-9s. We're moving through to the juniors and seniors, which is a combined final to round things off in Lisbon. This is the start list then for the Masters 60+ category. 12 athletes competing in teams of 6. It will be the women to get us underway first. You see South Africa and Great Britain off to a strong start as they both make their way and jockey for position heading into that first corner. And arriving at the shooting range is Great Britain first, focusing on the targets, trying to get those first shoots done as quickly as possible. Wallace from Great Britain. Her namesake Wallace, just a coincidence, those two not any relation. And it's an 11-second shoot that from Wallace, really solid start. South Africa moving away in second place with Germany narrowly in third place. And this is a nice battle between South Africa and Great Britain as we close in on the end of the women's run here. It's neck and neck actually, making their way towards the back end of the course. Wallace dominating the early stages of this race and managing to forge out a bit of a lead over the South African as she sweeps left around the back end of the course. Of course, be handing over to her teammates before too long. There he is, Richard Wallace, waiting, desperate to get back on the course, knowing that the World Championship title is within their grasp. They are able to bring this home. So Wallace hands over to Wallace with a bit of a lead. South Africa in second place. There is the change in lead. Vince from South Africa has taken the lead from Wallace, but Wallace has the sprint finish in his locker. It's going to be a tight end to this race. It's Vince versus Wallace. It's South Africa versus Great Britain, and Wallace takes the lead and has moved into first place with just a few metres remaining. Superb finish from Wallace. And Great Britain do it. They do it the hard way, leaving it right until the end. But it is Wallace and Wallace who are the world champions here in Lisbon.
Over 60 mixed relay world champion.
Richard, Gillian, congratulations. You are world champions. Richard, it's a gold and a silver for you. Gillian, it's 2 golds for you. You must be over the moon.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Yeah, really happy.
Yeah, good after yesterday to get on the top spot of the podium. Fantastic.
Richard, you really had to work for it in the end, didn't you? You're 15 seconds down after that last shoot, struggling to get that 5th laser, and you had to do your talking on the track.
Yeah, I always like to do it the hard way. Chile put me in a fantastic position. My shooting all weekend has just been letting me down, but it is what it is. My run form's okay at the moment, so I got us through.
I think you're being harsh on yourself saying it's letting you down. With a gold and a silver, you've done very well. Gillian, obviously you set Richard up very nicely there. Were you happy with your performance today?
Yeah, I had a much better shoot today than the individual, so it was really, yeah, I'm happy about that.
And look, both Wallaces, we've got to point out that you're not actually related, just a couple of Wallaces living your best lives.
We are, yes.
All right, well, listen, congratulations, great to watch, and we'll see you both on the podium.
A big shout out to everyone at Northwest Pentathlon Hub here and at home.
So, congratulations to Great Britain and to Wallace and Wallace, who've done it and done it in style. And we move on now to the Masters 50 Plus category, race 7 of the day. And 22 athletes consisting of 11 teams starting out in this Masters 50 mixed relay final. So here we go, about to get underway. The athletes lined up on the start-finish straight, and away we go. A solid start that from Nicola Case of Great Britain, but she's taken at the bottleneck part of the course from Cristina Ponte, locally here in Lisbon, in front of her home crowd. And after shooting, you can see Germany lead. France are in second place, with Portugal closing in third, Great Britain in fourth. And joining the action with our leader, Kolzer from Germany. Doing a really, really nice job of maintaining this lead, but Portugal get away. Really, really solid shooting that from Ponte, and she has overtaken the German athlete, but these two now really have to try and finish strong in order to hand over to the male athletes, and Kolzer has indeed overtaken Ponte and will hand over to her teammate in first place. So really solid stint that from Kolzer. A little bit of work now for Fragial to try and close that gap and see if he can excel Portugal into the lead in front of their home crowd. It's Germany with the advantage at the moment. Olajas gets away strongly, maintaining that lead. And you can see battles going on across the field. This, though, for the race lead. And it looks like Fragial has got the extra turn of pace to steal away the race lead, and possibly in doing so ensure gold for Portugal. Here we can see Gregor Olajas trying to dig deep, but it will be Portugal, Lena Fragial and Cristina Ponte who do it. They are the world champions in front of their home crowd. Special moment. Congratulations, Parabéns, you are world champions here in Portugal, in front of your home crowd here in Lisbon. That must make it extra special.
Yeah, of course, it's very special because we are in our country, and it's huge for us and for the country.
And you guys seem to be a great team, which is the theme behind mixed relay, is working well as a team. You're very close, I guess, on and off the track.
No, because it's not live, you don't live close to me. More or less 50 kilometers, you know. I don't train with him. It's not possible. But here, you make it's possible or impossible.
And you had a pretty tough battle with Germany, but in the end, you managed to keep your nerve, and a reasonably comfortable victory in the end.
Of course, they are in the marathons and the other profs, so we have to do a lot of efforts to reach the German team, but was very good.
So another Portuguese gold medal in front of the home crowd here in Lisbon. That will delight the locals. And we move on now to the under-19s category, with 12 teams consisting of 24 athletes. Let's see how this age group get on here in the World Championships, here live from Lisbon. Here we go then, underway, the female athletes leading us out. And off to a solid start there is Kirsty Mayer, who's already won one gold medal in the women's individual, looking to make it a second goal. She's so quick, isn't she? As she makes her way around that first corner, closely followed by the Spanish athletes. And these two really giving it everything in this formation lap. You hope they're not going too quickly too soon here as we approach the shooting range, and Mayer is away, so a solid stint so far from the British athletes. And she's managed to forge a bit of a gap now over Spain, and will hand over to her teammate Samuel Tate. And Great Britain have a little bit of time to spare here. A really, really solid stint that from Kirsty Mayer, it has to be said, and Portugal now wait to hand over. There we go, there's the touch of hands. So Portugal now in second place, and there you can see that gap closing in, you feel, maybe, perhaps. Here we go then. And it is indeed a change of lead. So, Portuguese athlete has edged into a bit of a lead there, but the British athlete is trying to catch him. We're at the shooting range for the final shoot. And Great Britain get away in first plate, keeping it cool there. But he's now being chased hotly to the line. It's going to be a close finish between these two. Really close, in fact, just a couple of seconds between them as we approach the later stages of this race. Are Portugal going to snatch this away from Great Britain? You do wonder if Sam Tate has saved anything for a sprint finish, but no, there's a change of lead. And Sorodio of Portugal has taken the race lead, and in doing so, has he captured the World Championship title in front of his home crowd? Tate's got a bit of a sprint finish here, though. It's going to go right down to the line, this. Tate digs deep, has kept that final bit of energy, and takes the race lead. And in doing so, will capture the World Championship title. You feel for Great Britain. His teammate Mayer is encouraging them to try and finish this off in style, and Great Britain have done it. A dramatic finish here. It's 2 golds for Mayer. It's gold again for Great Britain, and Portugal settle for silver. Phenomenal performance. You guys are the world champions. You've done it together. You've done it as a team. Kirsty, we'll start with you. Obviously, 2 golds in 3 days. It doesn't get much better than that, does it?
I can't really believe it. It's still on a high. I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, I can tell you've really had a great world champion. Sam, I mean, well done for that finish. Did you save a bit of energy at the end for the sprint finish?
I don't know. I just I saw him come past me and I was like, ow. But maybe you can just about do this. So tried to give it my all, because I knew third was quite a way behind, so I could afford to go, and if I die, I die. But I just really wanted it. That was good.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations.
So congratulations to Kirsty Mayer and Samuel Tate. They've done it in style for Great Britain. And that concludes our action here from Lisbon, a dramatic 3 days of finals. And we'll leave you with our images of the day. From this year at the Laser on World Championships, it's bye for now.